Greetings, Patrick here, along with the mighty Mary Wilson, and we are the IFC Midnights. Ben is off celebrating the holidays with his family, so we're all rooting that on. Um,
Yay.
hopefully, someone in his family will gift him a mazer. Uh, big truck with a mazer on it. I would love to see one of those in Ben's house. Of course, we're celebrating. I'm celebrating today because my Steelers beat the Lions, and our good friend Ken from Sledgehammer Horror will be eating cat food. Um, that was our bet. We made a bet that the loser would have to eat cat food, and so next time you see Ken, by all means, go meow meow.
Poor Ken.
Poor Ken, all the way down to the last play of the game. Last play of the game, and then yeah, it could have been me going meow meow. So I mean, but watching Ken, I give my hats off to him. I have much respect for him. He's a good sport, and it's a lot of fun. We both love football, and we talk a lot off camera. We talk a lot about football, and his son played on a state finalist. His son's team went to the state finals this year. Came up a little bit short, a little bit, but still got there, which is a lot more than a lot of people, a lot of people can say. So he's passionate about baseball and football. So it's good to have someone to chew the fat with along that line, because you can't live on horror all the time.
What?
Except for the last Sunday of every month. Well, almost the last Sunday of every month. Every last Sunday every month, me, the mighty Mary Wilson, and Ben Cadaver Club, we are here to talk about IFC. And tonight, Mary, what did you pick for us to watch?
It's a Haunter with Abigail Breslin.
Abigail Breslin is so. She's so.
What's that? The Sunshine. I always say that movie wrong.
Oh, Little Miss Sunshine.
Yeah.
I remember her watching her when she did Signs.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I forgot she was in Signs.
She played Bo. One of Mel Gibson's two kids. Rory Culkin played the son. I
was going to say that's a Culkin, isn't it?
Yeah.
And Don't give him any Pepsi to drink late at night.
Zoinks.
He'll pee to bed.
And then, of course, that also had Joaquin Phoenix in one of his last regular roles before he went nuts.
He looks like okay in it,
Yeah, he was like normal. I was like, oh.
His face was full.
Yeah. Then he made Joker 2, and you talk about a horror film, right? There you go.
I have not had the honor of watching that and Cats. I'm good. That movie Cats. I'm not a musical person.
No,
that's okay.
No, I couldn't.
Like Annie.
I just can't.
It's about the only musical.
Yeah, I just
is from Zombieland. She's a little older in Zombieland 1 and 2.
That's right.
She's a little bit
She actually did
older
one movie I liked. She did one movie that I liked that she did it with another favorite actor of mine, Wes Bentley, and she did a movie called Final Girl, and that was a badass movie. That's a badass movie. Really liked that a lot. Big fan of that. But it seems like we're talking about this. It seems like the older that she's gotten, like the less we hear from her, or less we see people talk about her. I mean, she was a prolific actress coming up, including getting nominated for an Oscar.
Investments. She doesn't have to work for a bit.
Yeah, but it's just I agree with that. I mean, it's one thing you can think of, like, she seems to be. Her and her brother both probably had pretty smart parents that seemed to, be, let's see.
Yeah, she's like 29.
Hey, Josie, how are you? Josie Music Channel, new to me. Thank you for coming in. We are talking about this is the IFC Midnights, and the last Sunday of every month, me and Mary and Ben, we talk about movies that are released underneath the IFC banner, either IFC or Shutter. And yeah,
They
so if you
come together.
these are films that no one talk about. Nobody really talks about except for us, because that's just how we roll. We talk a lot about IFC, because that's true though. I mean, no one else is doing IFC shows like we are.
No.
And we find some corkers, that's for sure.
Yeah,
if you're looking
there's
for
plenty
something
more
new
to
to
choose from.
yeah, if you're looking for a movie suggestion that isn't tired and worn out, this is the place you want to come to. We talk about a lot of movies, like I said, that aren't covered, that aren't talked about. I can't remember anybody talking about Haunter, but we're gonna get into it.
But it's a good movie, and it's not like it's another one of those where it's not super bloody. You can watch it with your family. I guess it's kind of like what would life be without you type thing. I don't know. It's kind of like a Christmas movie. It's a
Well, I
Wonderful
like to,
Life,
you know,
but
the thing that intrigues me about this was that ghosts have ghosts. Like most of the time when you're a ghost, you're a ghost. You're done. And then to have somebody else come in and be able to, basically, cause you a lot of problems, is another ghost. It's intriguing to me.
yeah,
And of course,
was it a ghost or a demon?
I don't. You know what? Well, he did say he was a ghost. I mean, he's possessed the house.
He just felt like he was pretty evil.
Yes.
The trap.
Oh, we were talking about another Canadian movie.
Yeah,
we're talking about this since this is based in Canada. I can think of another one right off the bat, and that was from Ben's movies, and that was Anything for Jackson. That was all Canadian.
Oh, yeah, I like that one. That's a good one. That's a good one. Yeah, that definitely watch that one. And I don't know, because Autopsy of Jane Doe was mostly indoors, so we don't know if that one's Canadian.
No,
it might have been.
Might have been.
It's a lot of.
But Haunter came out in what year?
2013.
2013. Abigail Breslin.
And it starts with a room full of butterflies. I wasn't sure what the butterflies were all about till later.
Right.
Out, but
it felt like a foreboding, right?
Yeah, it was very spooky. It makes you think of Silence of the Lambs with his moths and his collection and his death head
that's
moth.
interesting.
It's creepy. She's always getting woken up though in the morning by her little brother. It was always looking for the pirate treasure.
Yes.
And she's like pissed off like a teenager would be. Don't get me up. Would you put your walkie-talkie near me to wake me up all the time? It's like just today. Well, she looks outside her window and it's foggy as hell too.
Right.
She can't. She's like, why is it so fogged up? It looks terrible.
I tell you, I thought they did a nice job for the first. I think I do like this. I mean, we see her get up. We see her get up and and start her day.
She already looks sad looking out the window, like it's still foggy. Look on her face.
Right. Because we come in and she's been stuck where she's been at for a long time. We're new, as a viewer, we're new to her. So we think, we think it's just a regular day. But for her, it's been a long time for Lisa that's why she, and we don't really know what caused her to wake up. That was one thing I was interested too. Is like I'd like to know what happened, to get her to be aware. And we don't really see that. I don't think we really ever see that.
It might have
I,
been the clarinet
Olivia?
playing.
Yeah, yeah. Oh, yeah. Could have. Yes.
Like because other was things she found, but I think it was her clarinet playing that helped her connect to Olivia. Olivia,
Right.
some girl that she keeps seeing and flashing to, but her parents are always on the same thing, go downstairs, put the laundry in, and then
Right.
mac and cheese and for
Meatloaf
lunch. She's very tired. It seems like she's just an annoyed teenager though at first.
at first.
Yeah. And
See,
then she's
it would have been good to see, because she comes in and she's dragging ass, and her parents are asking her questions, and you could tell right away it's going to be sort of like a Groundhog Day type effect, like when she sits down, when Lisa sits down, and she's got that defeated look because she knows what's coming. Her mom wants her to do the laundry. Her,
where's the missing
and
clothes?
yeah, wear the missing clothes and do the laundry. And her dad comes in there and tells Lisa that her birthday, they're going to go somewhere for her
Where do
birthday.
you want to go for your birthday there, champ?
Right.
Or whatever.
Yeah. Ask me tomorrow. And dad's trying to fix the car, but never will. So you
I
see
don't know
that
how
at
you're
her,
fixing a car with a sledgehammer or a hammer like that. Like,
I think it's just, yeah, that was weird, wasn't it? I was like, but then again, in a way, it makes sense, because later on, as we find out, it made sense why that happened.
right.
And he truly, yeah. Uh, Overall, the family was a nice, her brother was innocent, had an
Yeah, she
imaginary
knows how to
friend.
help him on his Pac-Man game too, right?
Right. Yeah. Got him to get
Like
killed.
what?
Oh, don't go to the left, you'll get killed.
He didn't
uh,
listen though. He went to the left and
no.
got killed, didn't he?
Now,
I
what's
thought he.
what's interesting is, like, it wasn't until the second time that they came down. Like the first time, we see it the first time, and she comes down there and she's answering all her questions. Like, your dad and I want to talk. And then it wasn't until the next day that you saw the first chink, so to speak. And that is, the first time she walked down there, she told her son, who was playing watching TV, she called him Buster Brown. Buster Brown, where's your glasses, Buster Brown? And so, he says, I lost him. The next day,
Right.
when Lisa starts breaking, she sits down and they're having that talk. The mom calls him Charlie Brown. Says, where's your glasses, Charlie Brown? So then, that was like probably one of the first signs that
I
awareness.
didn't notice it.
Yeah. Called him Buster Brown the first time and called him Charlie Brown the second. And that's when the second time they talk, that's when Lisa, basically says, this is what's going to happen.
Clothes are always gone, right? She says to him.
And she always put the hot water on. She goes like, we're never, put the cold on, because hot water ruins the clothes faster. And she's,
They're
she's
never going to get ruined.
Right. So we're basically being told by Lisa that we are in a supernatural movie. I mean, there's no long mystery where, like The Sixth Sense, where he wakes up and he finds out that, he's dead. No, they established that.
Never her birthday.
No,
Ever.
never her birthday.
16th
one,
too.
It's sort of funny. The story was by a gentleman named Michael King. I think his name is Michael King. Brian King. So Brian King, he establishes that they're a little different. But I do wish that the fact that I do think it would have helped out a little bit. You say the clarinet, it might have been. I just don't know. I
Because
guess I
she
would have to
did
go back
flash,
and
she did use it at one point in the movie
yes,
to
yes,
connect with her. But I
yes.
don't know if
When
that
she
was the
went
first.
oh, what did you think of the family though? I mean, it looked like a wholesome family. It looked like everything was copacetic.
The father creeped
Until the
me out.
second day. Yeah. The father did creep me out. Um because he see
I
at the
thought he wasn't yeah, I thought he wasn't a good guy.
well, yeah, it's interesting how we'll get to that because I do have a couple of questions about that. Um But she sits down and she tells her mom and her dad that every morning they have pancakes, every lunch they have macaroni and cheese, every dinner
Hmm.
they have meatloaf. Um,
Yep.
they watch Murder She Wrote. The
Eight
little
o'clock.
boys watch it. Yeah, 8 o'clock, and she has to go play her clarinet in her room. And then she tells her parents, the next time they sit down and they have the talk, she tells them that's exactly what they do. She says, "Well, talk to us." This is, I do, but by the next morning, you've forgotten everything, and we have to go through the whole thing all over again.
And her
My
brother
question
has
is,
what other secret friend or whatever, Edgar.
right, imaginary
And
friend.
he's eating dinner and shit with him. We can't see him,
I,
but he
I
keeps.
just, to me, I would have, she sort of like blames her parents for all this. Like she's sitting there and she's like, and I'm just wondering, like, what is she actually trying to set herself up to get up earlier than her mom to go and do something different? Like because I think she could have broke through to her parents sooner if she had actually got in there and broke the pattern sooner. But she just sat there and didn't really act upon that. She's just
Well,
like this.
in Groundhog Day, he didn't have a choice. He was set. It set, and it woke him up. Like he couldn't get up earlier than that time.
I'm
It
just thinking since
reset at
Lisa
that
was
time.
aware, though, since she was aware,
You would
she
think
could
she'd
have.
be able to. Yeah, she's awoke.
Yes,
She could
she.
set that
It's not
shit
like
and
she
be like,
has to
"Yo,
sleep, right?
right? Yeah, why are you going to bed?
Yeah. Why? I mean,
10 o'clock,
why
no
not?
bed."
Why not just sit there and toss away
See
the
when it
pancake mix?
changes.
Right.
Yeah,
Like pass away the
I want to see.
pancakes or meatloaf or whatever. See what happens. But she doesn't do that. She's only 15. She's going to be 16. Um, and she tells her parents what's going to happen, and as it has to happen every day. Um,
Right.
but then she's doing
She,
clothes.
yeah, she finds a door or some. It looks like your the door that it's way smaller, of course, but that one I trapped the devil door
Hmm,
because it's painted red.
yeah. Well, I thought it was interesting how she's doing her clothes again, and then for the first time she hears noise above her. She hears a noise, and it's like that's totally unexpected because it's not part of the routine. So of course, she turns off her Walkman, and she starts looking upward toward the roof, the ceiling, and now she's hearing. Um, and that was pretty cool. That was pretty cool.
Was somebody
She
calling
saw.
out to her, or
I don't think it was calling out. I think they were moving in. Olivia's family was moving in, and I think that was the noise
oh,
of them. That was them moving in. That's how she it came to be. So
okay.
her family moved into the house, uh, and see, it would have been important.
Which
See,
it
like
seems to be not a good house to be moving into yet.
no, no,
No.
as we're gonna see. Yep. You know, it's funny. I laughed when I saw him, but I'm going like, I'm not sure if this is the IFC show or the Stephen McHattie show because we've been talking about him nonstop now for a while.
3 months.
Yes,
3.
we've had him on. We've had him on a lot of movies.
Get to pick another one just to see.
Well, you know, what's funny is I'm thinking to myself, going like, I'm always sitting how he's saying he's always playing the heavy, he's always playing the bad guy, and going like, you know, actually, he's actually played two decent guys. He was not a bad guy in Pontypool, and he definitely wasn't a bad guy in Z.
No,
but he is definitely a bad guy here, no doubt about that. I don't know how
that's what she finds a VCR tape and a VCR. I give her props for knowing how to hook it up.
Well, you know what it was? She took the Murder She Wrote tape out of it.
Oh yeah. Oh.
I think that's what she did.
I think upstairs or something.
What's her VCR? Yeah, I think she found it down there, but she went upstairs to theirs. And
no, she found the tape upstairs in the attic.
Oh, okay.
And hooked all that shit up.
And that, well, I did like one really interesting. I did find one interesting aspect. You know, every time in every single haunted house movie, they always go back to the old tried and true trope, and that is the Ouija board.
Ouija.
They all grab a Ouija board and they all want to talk to the ghost. I thought it was really refreshing to see the opposite.
Yeah. Yeah. Make it move.
I thought that was clever.
Well, they have the energy to make it move. It might use up all your energy. Yeah. And
yeah. I've actually trying to think of have I ever
to her.
Right. I don't think I've ever seen that in a movie before.
Which one?
It did when she wasn't looking.
Ouija?
Yeah. That one time where she, yeah. Have you ever seen a movie where they've had the spirit use a Ouija board? It's always been the human reaching out to the spirit. I've never seen a spirit reach out to a human.
Well, they use it for a portal, but that's not.
Mm-hmm. But since she was already in the portal, since she was already, I mean, it was just a nice twist to see that reversed. So Olivia, she was, yeah.
Her dad becomes a smoker all of a sudden because she found a door, and all of a sudden her dad's at the table smoking, acting weird. I always smoke. Yeah. No,
well, that was right. But we know why. I mean, we know her dad was possessed by the gray man. That's why.
Yeah, because he's in there beating the shit out of the engine with the hammer.
Oh.
Not really the way you fix a car.
No, not really. No, not really. Yeah, it was like and the thing is too, they had established that the fog was all around the house. Remember in the first time that she was the first day, she went ahead and she was going to go. She looked outside during the gray, and her dad came up from behind her and actually scared her. To me, I think that was the first time her dad had ever done that. Had come up from behind her, and because if she had known how everything was going to go, she would have. I think that was new to her, and her dad came over there and spooked her by mistake. Like, yeah, you don't want to go out there. It's not a night for anybody to be out. And he shut the door on.
Mm-hmm.
All right, Sarah is here. Hi, Sarah, as well as Mighty Casey. Thank you guys for coming in. Sarah says she has 1,036 subs, and she says hello to Mary. Everybody say hello to Mary.
Hi. Hello. Right. We are all haunted today.
That's right.
Oh,
A
and
Merry
her
Christmas. Look
brother
at
likes to
that.
call her
I love.
every morning in this movie. She has that annoying brother that likes to wake her up every morning.
Yes.
But
Well, you know what though? Honestly, I sort of was digging that more than I would if I would have heard Sonny and Cher. I got you, babe. No, please.
Get you, babe.
Wake up, Lisa. We gotta go find some pirate treasure. Okay, I'm all in for that.
Yeah. Except this one, he says he's get down here quick because Dad's throwing a shit fit, basically. Because he's like throwing stuff around, saying, "Where's my spark plugs?"
And Casey's saying hello to you, Mary. Says he likes your hat.
Thank you.
That is
I don't
a
have
pretty
my thing on. I don't have the stream. I should put it on because then there we go. I can't see what everybody's saying. Where are you? There we are.
Yeah, I thought it was very interesting when her dad came behind her and scared her. You know, she jumped and like shut the door. To saying it's not a good time for it's not a good place to go out there. You want to go out there and the fog's everywhere. And then because they mentioned that the phones were out because of the fog, and then the phone actually rang, and again, now Lisa's starting to realize that there are things that are starting to change. Not everything is every day is going to be the very
this
same
one,
thing
the first time it was the doorbell rang and he shows up and says, "Your phone jacks are jacked," and he's going to go and check them. Sure. That sounds
the
like
first
what a
one
robber would say.
Right. It was the first time. The first time she answered the phone was just a buzz, and then the gray man came and
creepy.
and then yes, Stephen. This goes back to where we're talking about before about Stephen McHattie. Hi Cheryl, how are you? Let's see.
He is definitely a smoker. I'm guessing he died in 1983 of smoking. Because
Stephen McHattie. I mean, I swear, I don't even know how that guy walks. I honestly, I mean, the man himself, that guy, he looks like he's, oof. It's like when they do the autopsy of him, all it's going to be is just tar.
Tar. Hit charcoal filter.
Oh my gosh, that guy has smoked. That guy has smoked in every movie that I've seen him in, except for Z.
Yeah, he didn't have time.
No.
If he had more,
so
maybe
he comes
he had a
in
cigarette
there
coming in the door of the house. I don't know.
He went in. I was actually thinking how he lit it up in front of Abigail too, and I'm thinking, wow, you couldn't have waited till after after the scene was over with, and like walk past her then light up. I mean, he lights up right in front of her, and I was like,
on her,
man,
like he's smoking on her bed.
I felt bad for her for that. Sit there and to smoke in front of somebody's face. But I mean, I guess they did it to establish that he's the bad guy. Oh, we know that.
Yeah, because he said, "I'll make your family suffer if you keep contacting whoever." Whoever he's talking to, Olivia or whoever is dead. That's there. There's a lot of spirits, I guess.
It was weird. It was weird seeing her reaction, though. Hello, everybody. Hello, Cheryl. Cheryl's here. Feel free to share us out if you want to. We are covering the 2013 movie Haunter with Abigail Breslin and Stephen A. McHattie. And this movie's actually set in Canada and Ontario. So there we go.
Don't you know?
Don't you know? Don't you know? Head north to Ontario. Okay.
Don't you know?
She's
she gets fed up though because the dad's back to normal. He's not smoking,
no.
She freaks out because she sees her reflection in his sunglasses, and it was her as a skeleton. He's like, knock it off, or I'll hurt your family. Hurt your whole family. Sounds like Mom.
I thought it was really interesting is the fact that she wanted everything to be different. She wanted to, she was like the first part of the movie, the first 2 days we see her, she's just everything's so monotonous. But then once things start changing, especially when the gray man comes up to her and starts threatening her and her family, all of a sudden she sort of wants things back. Like I want it back. I want things back to normal. Well,
But she took off on her
unfortunately,
bike too. Oh,
yes, and couldn't. Yeah, okay. So there was a continuity error there because we see her later on when she runs out the house and she runs into the street and she gets knocked out because she can't leave.
oh,
She can't leave the house perimeter. Yet she got on the bike and was able to do so.
yeah, kind of, but it kept turning her back.
Right, but she still was. She still had to. She still went past the barrier, supposedly.
Yeah,
I thought that was a little bit inconsistent with the
but that
storyline.
was in her. That was in her time. That wasn't in Olivia's time or the other girls' times, I guess.
Well, it's either that. It's either that. Well, I think it would have been better for her to. I think it would have been more impressive if they had reversed that scene to where she would have been, knocked off the bicycle, not
Mm-hmm.
knowing what happened because she didn't, and then she ran out of the house and she's still in her spirit form, and he chased her, and he said that you can't leave the perimeter of the house. Well, that's what she said, but we just saw her do it with a bicycle, so
Mm-hmm.
they didn't really make that was a little bit of a gap there.
Was this
Um,
the circle driveway?
that could have been, but I
It
didn't really get that impression. Yeah, cool. Yeah, she's in Wisteria Lane.
Mm-hmm.
Uh,
Can't stop.
um,
She's asking for help, I think, from the Ouija
right.
person.
I like the how she reaches out and she finds out it's Olivia, and she's like you know when she comes back and we see her make contact with Olivia. Her family's now moved into the house.
Yep.
Four people, two daughters, a son and a father and a mother, and
Just like
when
them.
just like them. And Lisa comes in there and she sees that Olivia is actually sleeping in her room and in her bed, and she sees her. Um, and it isn't until she touches her that they connect. She touches her, then they see each other, and then Lisa is able to go inside Olivia's body for the first time. Just that's the first time she's able to get out.
She says, "Look in
She,
the floor."
right,
She told
right.
her, "Check what's in that floor, because there's a hole in the floor or something." So she has to cut the carpet in her time
That's
and
right. She
find the
uses her
shit in
she
the.
uses her body. She uses Olivia to go down there, and she finds the trophy book, and she starts seeing all this, the water, this old, this old burial, this old like a pantry that had been boarded over, and she finds the gray man's book, and
Isn't
Lisa
the
realizes
incinerator down there too, or something?
there is a incinerator. We
Furnace.
find we see that uh and wow, what a horrific scene that was too.
Mm.
So she goes down there, reads the books, picks up all these little trinkets.
I think
She
she
looks
sees
at them.
Francis, right? That's when she connects with
Right, she sees that.
Francis
Yes, she's when she
in
looks
the
inside the incinerator, that's when
furnace.
Frances pops up. Frances
She
pops
had
up
to
there
skip.
and she's like, "Get me out of here! Get me out of here!" And then that's when the incinerator hits. I think that's Frances's reset. When she gets
Yeah,
burned up, I think that resets Frances's day because she,
nice,
because
nice. What a
yeah,
nice
because she.
way to start
Oh
or
God,
end your
yes,
day.
yes,
Is
we're gonna.
incineration.
I saw that once before in a series, where that's exactly what happened. the guy lived a perfect day, had a wife, had a family, but at the end of the day, he had to go be punished, basically flayed alive, and then the next day he had to wake up and do it all over again. So that's a really interesting, because you always wonder how do they reset? Like even with Lisa, we don't know how she resets her day because the day's still going on. We still hear her brother, wake her up the same way. We still see the mom asking her about her clothes. The dad's out there still pounding on the car.
Right.
Oh, thank you so much, Cheryl. So you go ahead and see that, and the reset for Francis, and then the incinerator just kicks in. But the thing is, though, is that's not how she died. That's not how the gray man killed his victims.
No, and when he calls the house again and he tells her, "I told you not to screw around. Basically, this is my house." He like puts her family in a trance, and they're staring up at the light, and then all of a sudden they turn to dust.
Yeah, he shows that he could. He's telling her basically that even ghosts can die.
I think he was telling her, "I burned up your family."
I thought he just said. I thought he was trying to convince her that he could kill her family even though they're already dead. That I think that was I think that's what he was trying to do.
He controls their spirits for sure.
Right.
All of them.
And again, she collapses. She starts crying all over again because she's terrified. But it's it's interesting. I wonder if it hadn't been for Olivia's family, would she allowed herself to be put back to sleep? When you start hearing that, you start thinking like sort of like the Matrix. Like when they went inside the Matrix, they were looking for people they could wake up. And I'm thinking this here too. It's like, okay, you're because that's what she's trying to do. She's trying to like she did try to wake up her parents. What she's telling them about the every day is the same thing. She's trying to wake them up, but they just weren't open to it. They weren't receptive to it. Hey, Brene.
Yeah, they come back to normal, I guess. Yeah, right after that, like she's crying, and they're back to normal, and I guess she connects with that little girl again in the bathroom or something. Because she finds the newspaper, the ad in the paper says that about her family being killed in 1985. But it was the cause of death was carbon monoxide.
Yes.
So he had him in the car and killed him, I guess.
He used ether on him to knock him unconscious, and then put him in the car and turned on the car engine and killed him that way. And then took trophies and threw them down in that hole, or incinerated them.
Yeah, and Olivia's dad is doing the same shit as her dad's doing with the hammer and the engine and smoking and acting like an asshole.
Yeah, we find out that the gray man, that's how he did it, was for every family, was he possessed the father of the family who was victimizing and causing him to kill his own family. That's diabolical. That's diabolical.
Because he died. He had died in the 80s too, I guess.
83.
And then I don't know when Olivia's time is.
See, he killed all the girls beforehand. He was a serial killer. So he started out with, it's sort of almost like Silence of the Lambs. You mentioned that before. It's sort of like that. before he started off, the Gray Man started off by killing individuals, and he kept the trophy book.
Right.
And then he moved on. He moved on to whole families, and that was very much like Red Dragon or Manhunter, where there was the killer in that book. He killed whole families.
Mm.
He elevated. He went from killing individuals to killing whole families, and I think that's what happened with the Gray Man. The Gray Man killed individuals.
Manhunter.
Mm-hmm.
The old one, not.
That's a good one.
Yeah.
That's the one I like too. I mean, the other one's all right, but I liked Brian Cox's Dr. Lecter. See, Renee saying good morning, and she's waking up.
Right.
Coffee. So then we go ahead and we see that, and then we find out that she's still playing. She's still trying to wake up, to save Olivia, and she's still facing off against the Gray Man.
Yeah, well, her brother tricks her and tells her, "Come on, the pirate treasures, and we're in the cave." And she's like, "Oh shit! You mean
yes,
the place where all the dead bodies are and stuff?" Like that's what she's thinking. So she hurries up and goes down there, and he's not in there.
No.
And they kind of like lock her in that thing, right?
Right. That's one thing I was glad to see. I was thinking to myself, going like, I was thinking of watching that and going like, okay, how are you going to contain a ghost, no matter how however you look at it? How are you going to contain a ghost in a physical room like that? You can't do it. Ghost is incorporeal. It can go through the walls. That's being a ghost. And they had her like a physical being where she couldn't get out through the door. And I thought, I was sort of thinking that maybe if he had, I don't know. I was trying to think of my way. How do you get out of that little bit of a plot hole? It's like ghosts can't be contained, not unless you have control over them. And I mean, she gets out of it, and they don't show her how, but one would think, I mean, it was a pretty high ceiling too.
Yeah,
it looked like she was going to be.
She's like,
it looked
like a kid walking down the hallways.
I was just thinking, okay, I think she probably elevated herself to the ceiling, and then she opened up and got out. And the first sign I thought it was interesting. The first sign that things were changing, because at this point, Olivia and her family are in grave danger.
Yes.
Lisa's being, she's being blocked on every level, and that means even running out of the house. She runs out of the house, and she can't go past the barrier because that would destroy her. So to me, it's like, okay, if you want her, like, to me, again, here's a plot loophole. Is, okay, if that's the case, that she can't run past the yard, without being destroyed, and he's there, why didn't he just throw her in there? Why didn't he just flip her into the street? And that's the end of it. I was thinking to myself there, going like, wow, you just got done telling her that. So what the hell are you waiting for? Why don't you just throw her in the street?
It's tormenting.
Yeah. I was like, that would actually have been my first question to the writer. It's like, so you left a hole in the movie. You left a hole in your script there. Why? What's to stop him from flipping her into the street and ending it? I mean, he's not. I don't think he really likes. I don't think he wants to play with her. Like, I'm having fun teasing her and poking her along.
But she's part of his collection. He doesn't want to lose part of his collection.
No, not only that, but I think that he's trying to regain control.
Mm-hmm.
He's not there to play a game. He's trying to retain control. He's trying to use fear to stop her. And so you have a clear crystal. you have a clear crystal road. All you have to do is just, and it's over with. And so maybe he's not exactly all powerful as he thinks he is. Maybe what he said to her, maybe that was just a lie. Yes, it did knock her out, but maybe it wouldn't destroy her after all.
Something bit me. It was a haunted bug. It bit me.
Uh-oh.
She meets Francis girl in the garage.
Mm-hmm. She finds the ring.
Yep. And that's what connects her to that girl that she finds in the garage. That's how they connected, I guess. And
well, that was the first girl she met in the incinerator. But she didn't take the ring with her. Right? Yes, but she didn't take the ring. The first time she was down there, he saw all the baubles down there, right? They're all underneath water, and she looked at it, but she didn't keep any of it, and she just she didn't keep any of it. But when she dropped the watch back into the water, the watch started moving.
Yeah.
So that was, but she didn't know what that would, she didn't know that was like the doorway to opening up to her, to Lisa connecting with her. She didn't know that. All she saw was just a bunch of trinkets in the water. So she passed it off. It wasn't till, I think, like you're right. I don't think it was until she started playing her clarinet that she made contact with Olivia. It wasn't the Ouija board. It was the clarinet.
Mm-hmm.
And so, because when she went back down there toward the end, remember she grabbed everything she could, and she put it down there and said, "This, I'm contacting you all now. I'm contacting everybody because I got all
posse."
Yeah, right. But the first crack we see in the gray man's armor comes when Lisa comes upstairs and sees her brother playing a video game. And what does her brother have on?
His glasses.
His glasses, yes. And she stops and she goes, where and where'd you get those glasses? And the little brother turns around and says, well, because I know what happened to us.
They've been under my pillow the whole time. I just was scared to tell because he knows they're dead. Poor little guy.
This movie's called Haunter. Haunter.
Yes, Haunter. I telling
but we did do a movie called Hunter once.
Yeah, that one's good too. Minus the
I think that is. You know what? Now that I think about it, though, you're right. That is in Canada.
It seems Canadian.
Yeah.
The woods are thick.
Yeah. Plus Camille Sullivan's in it. She's Canadian. Man, we do a lot of Canadian horror, and we do a lot of Stephen McHattie lately. But we're all in for it.
I'm trying to think of other ones that we've done too that were Canadian. I know there's more because I was on picking outdoor ones there for a while. They're campers. It's got to be Canada.
Yep. Mary's taking us back to bear country.
Yeah. Get your spray on.
Take your lost ass boyfriend on.
Oh my God.
Oh, yeah. Definitely. Oh, definitely recommend.
I ain't got to run fast. I just got to run faster than you.
Haunter is a great movie. It's a really well acted movie, and is definitely a complex mystery. It's a lot of fun. It's a lot of fun.
It's not bloody. It's not gross. It's still spooky though.
It's spooky as hell.
It's haunting.
It's haunting.
It's so haunting.
So her brother wakes up. Her brother wakes up, and then her mom wakes up. Mom wakes up and realizes that, I realized that, I'm dead, and I realized I know where the clothes were at. The mom was actually packing. She had noticed her husband had gone off the rails, and so she was packing clothes for them to escape her her, Lisa, and the little boy, and that's when the father put ether on him, and and killed him before being killed himself. And then she goes and she takes on her dad.
First he would have to put those spark plugs back in.
Right. Well, it's interesting because everybody see now everybody has a way of sort of denying what happened to him. The mother was with the kitchen routine, the dad with the car, and the little boy with the glasses. That was just their way of denial. Like that's they were asleep to it. But once they became aware of, I know where I put my glasses. I know why the clothes are missing from the dryer. The dad. I know why the car's not starting. And so his daughter walks him through it, like, put the spark plugs back in and turn the car. And as soon as he turns the car on, he remembers everything. And he explains what happened. He says, I didn't know what was happening. All I know is I was doing it. And so the good thing is the family, because the little boy runs outside, and then the mom, and then the dad. We can leave the house. We can all.
He was like, the sun. I see the sun.
Right.
Running. I was like, oh my God, that's the last light.
Yeah, that's the yes. And so they go out, and the three, the little boy, the mom and dad, they run to the light, and the dad says, "It's okay. We're supposed to go where we're supposed to go." But Lisa, she knows that she has unfinished business.
She wants to save Olivia.
Yeah, she wants to save them all.
Fate. Yeah.
She wants to save Olivia, and she wants to save them all. Let's see. So she allows her family to leave without her. She shuts the door, and then we enter our last part of the movie.
Yeah, because she gets into her body again.
Right. She's able to. She gets into Olivia's body, and wow. That's when she goes back downstairs, and she finds in the water all the trinkets from all the gray man's victims. This time she knows what they are. They know that they connect. In fact, that's how Olivia and Lisa were connected the last time, was through the necklace. Olivia had found Lisa's necklace and put it on. So that connected them the last time for this last battle.
And she breaks the wall behind the washer because they fixed that wall.
Mm-hmm.
And but the guy like ethers her.
They had to move pretty fast on that, because whereas Lisa's dad was really at heart basically a really nice guy, Olivia's dad seemed a little bit like you wouldn't really necessarily need a gray man to push him, because he looked angry all the time anyway. Like you're seeing him going like, is he possessed or not? Because I couldn't tell. Because he was not less, a nice person. He didn't seem like a nice person anyway. Which I thought was really good. I thought that was good to show that side, because you really didn't know.
Yeah, because all we saw was the angry part.
So they break down the
wall, but he
secret door. Yeah,
he covers her up.
Goes downstairs,
tapes all the family up.
Oh well, yeah, but she went downstairs first. She went downstairs, found the trinkets, and then she was trying to call the spirits up.
Yeah,
but she couldn't. She was unable to do that. So when she went back up, that's when she ran across the gray man again. The gray man came from behind her and took her upstairs. And yeah, right. We see how he's been operating all these years by putting either and all three of them, and which again, well, it's impressive that Lisa stayed with Olivia.
Yeah.
Like you would think that the either would have chased her spirit out of Olivia, but she was able to stay within her. So she was able to. I think that's the reason why she was able to escape was not necessarily Olivia, it was because of Lisa, and that included burning her the duct tape from her
Yes.
hands. So she was, but the gray man, because he still has abilities, so he knew because Lisa's trying to fake that she was unconscious, but the gray man knew, and
she was choking him with the duct tape she had though.
yeah, Olivia, yeah, I mean, because Lisa couldn't have done that. She's a spirit. She couldn't have physically attacked him, but Olivia could, and she did.
Up.
Yeah. So that's what she did. That was a pretty cool. That was a pretty kick-ass scene right there. And then after that,
Did she run outside? She's like, "You can't kill him. I got the car keys."
Right. She dashes outside to the edge, and she throws the keys behind her onto the street. Because like if you're not allowed to go past the barrier,
he can't
then
either,
you won't be able to get the keys. And then that's when the gray man pulled the spare
Mm-hmm. And he said, "I always enjoyed killing you."
Yeah. You know what though? But you could definitely sense though his time was running out.
And Francis and the posse come.
Right. That's right. As he's going to get prepared to kill Lisa once and for all. All of a sudden, and the ghosts came from across the street. they didn't pop up. They came walking on the side on the street. So they came onto his property.
Mm-hmm.
From the place where they weren't supposed to be at. They came across the property, and yeah,
they came all from the people, fog.
Yeah, all the fog. All the victims showed up, and yeah, the gray man, he ended up basically, met a fate that he well deserved. They put him in the incinerator.
They ethered him first, right?
Yeah.
They put the red rag over his face, and then they put him in the thing and burn him.
Yep, and so that's how he was going to live the rest of his life or his eternity. Yeah. I like it.
Do they have to stay there and internally just keep burning him, or can he just burn by himself?
No, I think every spirit that came back was. I think that every spirit that came back, I think went to the light. And so that's after Lisa and Olivia say their goodbyes, and then Lisa heads. Next thing you know, we see Lisa waking up to her brother on the radio.
Yeah.
And telling her to come downstairs because it's her birthday.
Yeah.
And she realizes that now she's moved forward.
Passed.
Finally got to her birthday. So she goes downstairs and her family's there and they're whole, and because they're all in heaven.
Yeah.
And that's how the movie ends, with the family reunited. The bad guy met his fate, and the rest of the
because she opens the door and she finally gets the bright light from the door.
So I thought it was really interesting, and I thought it was really interesting too about the ending part was the fact that there was no help for her. Like, there's the light, then you go into heaven, and you're thinking to yourself, you're going like, gee, don't you think they could at least sent Paul Bettany down there to help her out? I mean, they could have did that. I mean, from Legion. At least Kevin Durant. I mean,
it's been a while to watch out.
Yeah, send Kevin Durant down there. He would have very happy talking to the gray man. I think that was an interesting dynamic, is the fact that there was no spiritual help. It was almost like God's just watching. He's not going to interfere with this at all. Like there's not going to be, like
But
there
it should
wasn't
have, because that was a totally evil spirit, and it shouldn't have been able to.
It was
No
it was
karma,
like
huh?
it was, yeah, you would think so. You would think that but I guess he felt like, hey, maybe it was to the point where it's like, go as far as you can with it, and when you can't go any further, then I'll come down and help you out. But of course, Lisa took care of it.
The revenge always seems to come from the fog, doesn't it?
Yes, yes, but I didn't see Hal Holbrook on this one, but yes. Oh my gosh, I remember the first time I saw that movie. That's the first time I saw Hal Holbrook as a bad guy, and then he gets in and he gets whacked at the end. That was awesome.
Yeah.
Well directed movie. Well directed. This movie was very it's a slow burn, but like you said, Mary, it's a great mystery. It's a thriller. It's very suspenseful. It's not gory.
No, there's nothing gory, but the thought of him just taking the family is kind of super creepy.
Yeah.
And not just one family, endless, even beyond the grave, he's killing people.
I would definitely rate this, just for the theme of it. I definitely keep this a rated R. Even though there wasn't any bad language either.
No,
not at all. In fact, I think the strongest word used was, yeah, I think it was was
this PG-13?
PG-13, yeah. Hi, Jerry. I would say PG-13, yeah.
Okay, I didn't write that one down. It was a pretty quick one too. It was an hour and 37 minutes. It wasn't extra long, because if you get too long, you push the 2-hour limit. That gets too much.
Yeah, it was 97 minutes long.
Yep.
The director, Vincenzo Natali, very well-known director. If you're into horror, he has done he's done some fabulous movies. If you're into horror, like we are, he worked on Guillermo del Toro's Cabinet of Curiosities. He directed 2 episodes of the latest Stand miniseries. He did the TV movie for Tremors. He worked on Westwood, Lost in Space, American Gods, Luke Cage, Wayward Pines. I mean, he's ABC's.
Is it the new Luke Cage movie coming out?
He directed Splice, and Cube, which is an excellent movie.
My son loves them movies.
Yeah, Cube, and that's a fantastic movie. But yeah, he directed a lot of terrific movies and TV. Peter Alsterbridge, who played the father, he actually played in the first 3 movies. In the pilot for Murdoch Mysteries, which is a very popular Canadian TV series. In fact, I do believe it's the longest running Canadian dramatic series, and it's gone on for 19 years.
19. Yeah, you were telling me about those.
So yeah, he did the pilot for those 3, and then Yannick Bisson took over when he got another series job, and Yannick Bisson was in Anything for Jackson. So
that one was
of course
crazy.
we talked about Stephen McHattie, just fantastic actor. Just look up his credit line for, it's just freaking amazing. Abigail Breslin, Oscar-nominated actress. And I thought the rest of
And
the
it
cast
showed.
did really well too. I thought the kid who played Robbie did really well. And Michelle Nolden played the mom. She was really good as well. I overall, this is a really good movie. One I highly recommend. I know one that Mary is highly recommending.
Yes.
Oh, IMDb for Haunter. Haunter is.
Would they give it a 6 or something?
Actually, Haunter is not rated, but it is a PG-13. There's nothing objectionable about it.
Yeah, you can watch it with your younger kids too.
And everybody when this movie came out, everybody must have loved it because there is 124 critic reviews on this movie. So back when it was released, it must have been pretty buzzworthy. I didn't get my copy of this until I think 2017 or 18.
This one I don't have, and I have a lot.
This movie, another thing too, this movie really, whatever small CGI or credit or effects it had, it really didn't really need that much effects. In fact, one of the things I read about it,
like a strobe light.
I think one of the things I read about it where people were sitting there saying that the story itself was much more ambitious than the budget. I think they did fabulous for what they had. I don't know what the budget was for it. I'm sure it was not that much, but I thought they did a fabulous job with it. It's a very effective movie. And if you're
it was limited people in it, so they could have done it during COVID too.
And if you like haunted house movies or supernatural movies, highly recommend Haunter. Where's your Santa hat?
I took it off. I got hot.
Oh.
I was like, because it's warm down here still, kind of. What's the temp? It's
this is our last. This will be our last show for IFC Show of the Year. Next year, I'm leading it off. Next year.
Are you January? Are you?
I am January. And the movie that we'll be talking about today, and please don't let the cover fool you, because this is a banger. We're going to be talking about Perfect Sense, and this has a big name cast. Has Ewan McGregor, who you guys might know as Obi-Wan Kenobi, and also has Eva Green. This is a hell of a movie, and the cover has a scene like a romance. I can tell you, kids, that picture is deceiving. This movie here is terrifying.
Look lower, where the buildings are kind of smoking.
Yeah, this is a terrifying movie, and one I can't wait to hear what you and Ben think about it.
What is your date on that one?
That will be January 25th.
25th.
January 25th. I'll be putting up a banner for that, so that'll go on my page real soon, so you guys can come by, hit the notify me button.
I write it in my little book.
That's right.
My little IFC book, so I don't forget. And I got this at the thrift store.
And Ben will be back with us for the next show.
See this?
Ben is spending time with his family for Christmas.
Yes, he is.
Yes, he is.
This is a 30 classic movies. I picked it up because I know that you like them. And
are those Hallmark movies?
We like Hallmark. Isn't it a Hallmark? It looks Hallmarky to me.
What does it say in the bottom? Does it say Hallmark?
It doesn't say. It says brain power.
Oh, there's 30 movies in there?
VEI.
Yeah.
30 in here. All these.
They could probably be active entertainment.
All those. Catch Me If You Claus. A Not So Royal Christmas. There's so many in there.
When did you get that?
I got it at the Last Chance thrift store.
Wow.
For
I would love
seven-
to get something like that. That's a
$7.
great collection.
And then the case is just, it's like a book.
Right,
book.
right.
And then
Man, that's
I gotta open that bitch. So you got all the I got all these.
And you know that we're doing that on Dollar Theater all this month. I ran 5 Hallmark movies. So every Monday at 3:00, you guys can roll over and see the new Dollar Theater. I got 2 left. I got 2 movies there, and you guys can check out. And both premiering.
Neatening up. There.
And we got a new.
I had ordered some mystery boxes I got for Christmas, but one came and another one came with it. I had a friend.
Wow.
I ordered 1. I got 2.
Wow, I would be happy to get 2.
Ooh.
I hope everybody in the chat has a great holiday.
Yes. We only have a few more days left.
Yes. Brene and Shirley and Steve and Lucas Boy. I wonder what Steve's going to get Lucas. I wonder what Steve's going to get Lucas for Christmas. I'm sure he's got something there. Let's see. Okay, Cheryl's got Christmas. Got company. Yeah, I like that, and I'm sure Brene will have some company. And Jerry and the Mighty Casey. I know the Mighty Casey will probably be celebrating it with his significant other. And Jerry's there. So what would you rate a Haunter scale of 1 to 10?
I always seem to say the same thing. It's like 7.5, like 8, 8.5, right up in there, because there's nothing that's bad about it. For sure.
Hey, Trenchy.
The acting's good. The environment, I don't know. It's tense. It makes you feel tense. It does its job.
I would get this. I would definitely give this a solid 8. Definitely solid 8.
Yeah.
I think it was a great movie, and for what they did. Hey, Trenchy. Happy holidays, sir.
And you can watch it on YouTube.
Trenchy's actually watched it too. It says Haunter is pretty decent. I enjoyed it. See, look at that.
Nice.
We got the stamp of approval from Trenchy. I love that. I won't steer
you wrong. I used to blind pick them though. I used to just pick them and not watch them ahead of time.
Yes.
I try to watch them ahead of time because
Yeah.
You never know what you're gonna get. And
I was torn between this one here and another movie, which I'm gonna keep under wraps because I'm gonna probably spring it on you guys. This one that I got from a Hamilton book, and I'm very curious about. Very curious. Called I Remember You, but I'm anxious to see it, and I think it's gonna be a lot of fun. Happy holidays to you and everybody.
Happy holidays.
What do you got going on with the channel before we let everybody go their various ways?
Nothing. I've been drawing Stranger Things stuff because Christmas Day more episodes come out on Netflix. This is a Demogorgon.
A what?
A Demogorgon.
Okay. Is that his head, like a flower?
Yeah. These are all teeth. See, his mouth is filled with teeth.
Oh, okay.
He's kind of skinny, cruddy looking.
I still have never seen a single episode of that show.
Oh, you would like it. You would like it. Yep. You have the first season. Right?
I actually have the first 2 seasons.
Oh, you're lucky. I only got the first. I haven't even opened it yet.
Yeah,
looks
that's
like a
me.
VCR tape. Yeah.
That's me. Actually, the Cheetah and I, since it's so cold up here, we're gonna go down here. After we're done here, we're gonna go watch a movie called The Frozen, which looks to be pretty intense.
Not Ice Road with Liam Neeson.
No, no. I mean, you mean Ice Pursuit? I have the first one.
Is
I
that
think
the
he's
one?
come out.
I was watching another one. It was called Ice Road.
Oh, that must be the sequel. I think it's sequel to the first one. The first
I
one he
fell
did.
asleep, so I have to put it back because remember he had his little brother in it. He would drive in the truck with him.
Okay.
His special needs brother. I think that was the one.
Okay. That might be the. Okay. Tracy says that's a good one. That's a good drawing. Yeah. Not this was not this one's not the Adam Green movie. Trenchy, this is totally different. It's called totally different from totally different. One's called Frozen, the other one's called The Frozen. Still different. But no, this one's way different. Yeah, this is not the Adam Green one. I watched that one. That one that's a good one. That's a keeper.
Oh, is that an IFC? Isn't that an IFC?
No. But there is sort of a movie like that, but in a different setting, and it's called ATM.
No, they're frozen in their car.
Oh, Centigrade. Yes.
Okay, Centigrade.
Yep. All right, everything. Yes. Thank you, Brene, for coming and hanging out with us. We will see you probably tomorrow morning over at Ava's place. If not Ava, then over at Steve's place. I've been sleeping late in the morning, so I've been missing Ava's live streams.
Well, it's been cold, so you're staying up. You get up when the sun's warmer.
Yeah, I generally just crawl into the bed, wait till the cheetah gets inside. He goes behind my legs, and then I'm tucked in. All right, we're gonna let you guys go. And thank you again for coming by. I don't the 23rd I'll be hosting. I guess the last show of the year for me. I'll be hosting it, sort of like and that will be a Clash of the Titans with me, the JT, aka the Nat and the Cat from the Midnight Society. We're doing one last Clash of the Titans on Tuesday. We're doing non-Christmas horror. I know that he's bringing to the party. He's bringing to the party of Scrooge with Bill Murray. Hey, Jezebel, how are you? Welcome in. And you're from Streaming Screams. All right, I'm gonna have to go check your channel out. Definitely gonna do that. I know we got some new people in here today.
Yay!
I know, that's great. Definitely have to go visit your channel, Streaming Screams. All right. I think that was it, right? Yeah, Clash of the Titans. He's doing Scrooge with Bill Murray, and I am doing my favorite Hallmark movie. Some of you guys probably will like again, but yeah, because I love the movie so much. I'm going to be talking about The Christmas Train.
Where's
for the light crying. I thought it was Monday morning. Oh my. Yeah, Ava's Monday and Wednesday. You're out of it. Find that bed, Brene, and hit it and knock out some Z's. Mary, hang out for 1 second, but to everybody else, thank you for coming by. I'll see you Tuesday at 8 o'clock. Me and JT will be here for some entertainment. Hopefully you'll stop by for that.
Merry Christmas.
Talk to you soon. Peace. Merry Christmas. Except for Ken. Ken's not going to have a very Merry Christmas because he's eating cat food.
Oh.